The Immersive Reader for Word and Outlook. I'm Hewie Poplock. Immersive Reader is an inbuilt feature now available among a variety of Microsoft platforms. Immersive Reader provides a variety of tools to support reading and comprehension. Without altering the original text, Immersive Reader allows you to change how the text appears to you so you can read it more comfortably. Microsoft continues to expand its list of platforms on which Immersive Reader is offered and updating their Immersive Reader site with the most current information. The Immersive Reader is available for Word Online, Word Desktop, and Word for the Mac, iPad, and iPhone. It is available for Outlook Online and Desktop. The Immersive Reader is also available for OneNote Online, the OneNote Universal app, and OneNote Mac and iPad. It's available for Office Lens for the iPhone and iPad. Microsoft Teams and the browser support the Immersive Reader. Be sure to view my video on the Immersive Reader for Edge on YouTube. Let's open up Word and open up a document in Word. Like this one. And here we have a document for Word. To get to the Immersive Reader, what you're going to do is go to View, and then it's right here. When you click on the Immersive Reader, it changes it to the Immersive Reader. First, we can change the column width. Let's take a look what we have. We're on moderate now. We can make it narrow. We can make it very narrow, or we can make it wide. Let's keep it at wide. And then there are some other things we can do as well. We can go make a page color. So we can change it to any color we want. You might want to have a background color. And if you change it to a black background, it actually changes the text to white. But we'll leave it at white. The next item here is line focus. In a line focus, you can look at one line at a time and move down. You can change it to 3 lines, or you can change it to 5 lines. So as you move down, you focus in just on those lines, or you again can leave it at none. Then you have text spacing. That is an on or off in the computer version. You can also divide it into syllables. You'll see a dot between each. And then the other thing you can do is you can put your cursor wherever you want and tell it to read aloud.
Will a longer USB cable charge slowly? There can be a voltage drop if you use a longer USB cable.
So that is the Immersive Reader, and we can close it. Now let's look at the Office and Word Online. To do that, we go, of course, to our browser, whatever browser you want. I happen to be using Chrome. I could be using Edge or one of the other many browsers that are out there. And all you have to do is type in office.com. We can open up the last document, but if we just open up Word, now let's open that last document we just had. We are using the online version of Word. We're going to go to View, and when we go to View, now we see all of the View items here, and one of them is the Immersive Reader. When we click on that, it puts us in the Immersive Reader. First, you can change the font, which you can't do on the computer version, but in the online version, you can adjust the font to be whatever you would like. You can make it very big. Just leave it at that, at 36. You can increase the spacing, or you can leave it like this. We'll increase the spacing. You can change the font. Right now it's in Calibra. We can change it to Sitka or to Comic Sans. And you can change the themes. Again, if you go to dark, it turns it to dark with a white lettering, or you can change it to various colors. They call it themes. And by clicking outside of the box, that goes away. The next one is you can turn on the syllables, but you can tell what parts of speech a word is. You can say turn on all of the nouns and it turns to that color. And you can change the colors. So if you want to show all of them, that's fine. And it says show labels. And so it actually will show what the various words are. That's the adjective. So you can do it for all of them. The next is the reading preferences. You can do the line focus. And then the picture dictionary. You can turn that on or off, but what does that mean? Well, if I hold it over the word delivering and then click, I get some pictures. Or if I want the length, it shows me some rulers. And if you click on it, it'll tell you how to pronounce it.
Additionally,
so that's the picture dictionary. And then you can also translate the article into other languages, all built into the Immersive Reader. Of course, down here, that point, and then
does the length of a USB cable affect charging? The length of a USB.
So you get the reading, but you can also have some settings. You can change the speed. If you want it to be faster or a little bit slower, you can change the speed. And if you want to change the voice from a female to male,
a USB cable can impact the amount of power it's delivering from one end to another, but there are several caveats.
So you can go to a male and female, you can't choose which voice you're using. So that's the word Immersive Reader. Here's my Outlook on my computer, and we'll take a look at the first email that's here. You'll notice it's kind of gobbledygook. Well, that's because I get it in as text, and I have to click this and display as HTML. And that's a setting that I have for security reasons. So here is the article. In order to see it in the Immersive Reader, we have to, like Word, go into View, and you'll see then the Immersive Reader. When I click the Immersive Reader, I have the Immersive Reader menu, and I can change the column width just as I did in Word. If you double click the email, it opens it as a separate window. In the new window, we now have the Immersive Reader in the menu. When we click it, it's there. And we have all the things that we could do in Word, we can now do in our email. And we can do the page color, line focus, and so on. And then we can also read aloud.
About Chromebooks. Incoming T. OCR text from PDFs on Chromebooks.
Now there's one other thing that we can do with this. If you look at the menu, it's got Immersive Reader, and right next to it, it's got Read Aloud. So if we click that.
Chromebooks. Kevin C. Toffel. January 20th. While you can already digitize physical documents with Chrome and
we wouldn't have to be in the Immersive Reader in order to read aloud in our email program. Let's now take a look at the online version, and we're going to go to Outlook. We've got one email here. Let's take a look at it. When we highlight it, it opens it to the side, just as we do in the computer version. In order to get to the Immersive Reader, you click View, and then you see the Immersive Reader in the menu. You click it, and then it does everything that the Immersive Reader does. The Immersive Reader for OneNote, Office Lens, Microsoft Teams, and of course the Microsoft Edge all work in a very similar manner. That's the Immersive Reader for Word and Outlook. I'm Hewie Poplock.